What's up, fellow bakers? This is Sarah with Sarah Sweets, and today I'll be showing you how to make orange cake with an orange curd and a Chantilly cream. Let's get baking.
Today we'll be using our stand mixer, but a hand mixer works great with this recipe as well. Start by combining your dry ingredients. Sift 3 cups all-purpose flour, 1 3/4 cup granulated sugar, 2½ teaspoon baking powder, and ½ teaspoon salt. I find sifting the sugar with the flour helps break up the flour more and tends to make a lighter batter. Now we're going to add this into the bowl of your stand mixer and add in the zest of 2 oranges and 8 tablespoons of butter. Start your mixer on the lowest speed. I find it safe to go to the second lowest speed, but any higher will cause a flour mess. When well combined, it should look like this. Next, we're going to combine our wet ingredients. Beat 4 large eggs and then add a ½ cup of oil, 3/4 cup of orange juice, and 3/4 cup of sour cream. Add in about a teaspoon of vanilla extract and a teaspoon of orange extract. Add your wet ingredients into your dry ingredients. At this point, if you're using a stand mixer, you'll want to switch your paddle attachment for the whisk attachment. Start off on the lowest setting, again to avoid a mess, but this time you can increase it generally to the second highest speed. We're trying to whip some air into the batter, so we're going to mix this for about 60 to 90 seconds. I forgot to grease my pans at the beginning, so we'll quickly do that. I like spraying butter spray all around the sides and bottom of my pan, and then lining the bottom with the wax paper circle I cut. Then I like spraying that circle just a little bit. This will help the cake layer come out super easy. Any baking spray should work, as well as butter and a dust of flour. Today I'll be using an 8-inch pan, and because I only have one of these, I'll be dividing the batter into 3 bowls because I'm not the best at proportioning out of my head. If you have a scale, that's also another way to ensure your cake layers will be even sizes. Pour your batter into your greased pan and bake on 350 degrees for 25 minutes or until the cake bounces back and the toothpick comes out clean. Flip and cool on a wire rack. This comes out so easy. I'm making this a day ahead, so I'll be wrapping mine in plastic wrap. Next, it's time to make that orange curd. In a pot, combine 6 large egg yolks, 3/4 cup of sugar, 3 tablespoons orange juice, a 1/4 cup lemon juice, and the zest of 1 orange. Place over a medium heat. You want to stir constantly so the egg yolks don't overcook. I'm using my spatula here, but a whisk can work great as well. Cook until you start seeing clean marks on the pan and the consistency looks like this. This step is optional, but I like straining the curd to get the zest out. While my family and I love the flavor of the zest, we tend to like a creamy, perfectly smooth curd. Next, add in 8 tablespoons cold butter. Your butter doesn't have to be cold, but I notice it helps cool the curd off way faster. This is looking amazing. Place a plastic wrap over the surface of the hot curd as it cools to avoid a skin from forming. As the curd cools, we'll be leavening our cakes. These cakes are great for make ahead, which is what I did, so that's why mine are covered in plastic wrap. Otherwise, you could shave it directly after it's cooled. I'm using a bread knife and just shaving the resin excess so these cakes can be flat and stacked neatly. Now, it's time for that Chantilly cream. Combine 8 ounces cream cheese and 8 ounces mascarpone. You want to make sure these ingredients are at room temperature for a smooth and creamy result. Once combined, add in 1 cup powdered sugar. In another bowl, add in 2½ cups heavy cream, another cup of powdered sugar, and a full tablespoon of vanilla extract. Whip until stiff peaks. Next, add in a small amount of your whipped cream into the cream cheese mixture to loosen the consistency. Then, add the rest of your whipped cream and fold until smooth and combined. I decided I want mine just a little fluffier and thicker, so I popped my frosting back into the stand mixer with a paddle attachment and creamed it for just a few more seconds. However, you want to make sure you don't beat your frosting for too long because it can overmix and the mascarpone will curdle. Transfer into a piping bag, and now we're ready to assemble. Pipe on a dollop of frosting on the bottom to ensure the cake doesn't slide around. Next, I'm adding just a thin layer of Chantilly cream onto the cake so the curd doesn't dissolve into the cake. Also, I'll be piping a ring so our filling doesn't seep through the edges. Spoon on that beautiful luscious curd right into the middle. Add a next layer of cake and repeat the process. Once your cake is assembled, it's time to decorate. I'm using this flat tip to make sure the frosting process is easier. Try to pipe with even pressure. I'll be using my offset spatula to smooth out the frosting. Once finished to your liking, decorate as you please. I'm using sliced mandarin oranges. I liked the idea of arranging fruits like a tarte tatin, so that's what I did. This design is so simple and anyone can do it, but it looks amazing. I'm using some of the leftover frosting to pipe some pretty edges on the bottom using a star tip. As you can see, this Chantilly cream pipes beautifully. Finally, I'm glazing my fruit with some apricot preserves mixed with a little water to loosen the consistency. This is totally optional, but I love the glossy effect it gives, as well as making these oranges extra tasty. Now for the final and best step, the taste test.
This looks absolutely amazing. I'm so excited to try this. Let's give this a bite. Mmm. That's good. I mean, the orange flavor is really strong. It comes through. I mean, the orange flavor in the cake, it's there. I mean, and the cake's so moist and delicate. I love how rich the curd is. It's juicy, but it's rich. I mean, and the Chantilly cream. I mean, it's not too sweet, but it's just sweet enough, and it has a really good cream cheese flavor. I actually made this for my sister. She loves orange, and she loved this cake. I mean, definitely make this for your family. They'll love it. They'll love you. Just make this. It's so good. If you love this recipe and you're looking for more amazing recipes, don't forget to subscribe for more. Thanks for watching!